Welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer here. Today we are covering the live telecast of the second T20I international between Pakistan and South Africa. And I hope you all are doing good. I hope it's pretty late now in India, but this is a great contest. The first match was absolutely great there. Fatima Sana playing the innings of her life the other day. She batted wonderfully the other day, and currently this is a reduced over game. This is a 14 over game as it was rain affected. There was a delayed start due to rain here, and this time Reneke once again picking up a wicket there, and Sana has been dismissed here, and that will be the curtains for Pakistan here, and they were put into bat by South Africa earlier today, and Sana has been hauled out in the deep. That is a big wicket for South Africa. Fatima Sana, the Pakistan skipper, will have to depart now. She will have to make way here, and she will have to take the long walk back to the pavilion there. The ball was flighted in the air, and she's gone for the big hit, and she's been caught there in the deep there, and she will have to depart there completely. She will be disappointed with that shot there. Completely missed timing the ball there. Fatima Sana dismissed, catch loose boy Reneke. She has been dismissed for 9 runs of 8 balls, and in Pakistan in utter trouble here. This is the second T20I international in the Pakistan Women's Tour of South Africa. The first match was completely exciting. South Africa women winning the game by the last ball on the last ball that day, and with Carol Reneke hitting the winning shot, especially the six there, the much required six there of the blade, coming off the blade of Kyle Reneke the other day. She scored 29 of 16, and she took Pakistan home off the last ball the other day. And last game, Fatima Sana playing the life of her innings. I mean, Pakistan were at one stage 64 for 6, and then Fatima Sana hanging in there, and she scored a 41 ball 90. She was completely all together on a different pace the other day, and so that day Pakistan managing 180 for 9 at the St. Louis Park in South Africa. But today Pakistan in deep trouble. It's a 14 over game due to the rains here, and the Fatima Sana will have to depart, and Pakistan in deep trouble here. They have only managed to put 74 on the board there, 74 for 6 of 9.5, and this time straying down the leg, and that will be extras there. That is definitely going towards the boundary there. That will be wide, and 4 runs there. Poor bowling there. Reneke straying down the leg, and the ball keeping low. No chance for the wicket keeper Sinola Jafta there. That was 4 runs in a day, kept low. A tough tasking on the wicket keeper. The wide runs and 4 runs wide at 4 wides there. This time angling it into the pads, and she Riaz tries to tucks it away towards the short fine leg fielder, straight to the short fine leg fielder, and that will be nothing more than a dot ball. With at the end of the over here, Pakistan are 73 for 6 after the end of 10 overs. Just 4 more overs into the play. To all our listeners out there, this is a reduced 14 over game, especially due to rain, and that's why the game's been reduced to a 14 over game. Poor start here by Pakistan today. Marizan Cap was very good. She picking up 3 overs, 1 for 25. Masabata class was exceptional today, picking up 2 wickets. She completely crippled the top order, especially getting the wicket of Gul Firoza, and then cleaning up Fatima there for duck there. So that's the scenario out there. Malabar is back into his second over. She has given away 5 runs of a first over. Pakistan, how much more can they get? Just 4 overs into the game left here. This time angling it into the bats, and the batter tapping it towards the mid-wicket fielder. That'll just be a dot ball there. This time bang it in, ball a little bit short, and the batter goes through the cover fielder. That was a short ball, wonderfully timed drive there by Hassan here. She's placed it through the infield, through the cover regions, and Tauba Hassan getting a boundary there. Much required boundary there for Pakistan. That will boost them. confidence. That will give them the perfect start to the final 4 overs. They will be looking to get somewhere close to 110 or 120 here, or probably somewhere close to getting at least 24 runs or 30 runs of the next 22 balls here. A beautiful shot through the covers, and that will be 4 runs for Tauba Hassan. Malaba will have to bowl a better length here. Pakistan 78 for 6. They had a poor start in this game. Completely undone here. Losing 4 wickets in the span of for just 47 runs. Earlier they crumbled, especially in the fourth over, especially Gul Firoza and Ayman Fatima falling off the same over of Masabat class, who bowled wonderfully today. And that's been the story so far. And Laura Woolworth will be proud of her girls out there. They have bowled wonderfully well. South Africa winning the last game of the last ball, and Fatima Sana playing the innings of her life the last game, and this time it's a beautifully bowled angling into the batter, and that was an absolute shocker. Malaba is all smile. She's cleaned up Hassan here. She's cleaned up there, clean bowl there. She will have to depart. She will have to make way. A wonderfully angling ball angled into the batter, and wonderfully flighted, and it's just gone in through her line of defense, through her line of drive. She tried to drive the ball, and she's completely missed the line and length of the ball, and Malaba will have the last laugh here. She's completely bowled Tauba Hassan there. Tauba Hassan would have to depart. She's only made 5 runs of 6 balls, and Pakistan now 77 for 7 after 10.4 overs, and their current run rate just 7.22. Will this be enough? It's a 14-over game to all the listeners who have joined us. This is a 14-over game. It's a reduced cricket match today due to rain here at the Willowmoore Park in Benoni in South Africa. The capacity is just 20,000, but this has been a rain-affected game, so we'll be having just 14 overs of 14 overs per side game, and so a win for South Africa will secure them the series here. They won the first game of the last ball. Pakistan captain Fatima Sana playing the innings of her life, scoring 190 there, especially when they were reduced for 64 for 6 in the last game, and then she took on the team to 180, and South Africa with the likes of Laura Woolworth scoring 61 of 38 were suddenly in the end were suddenly short of batters. But Kyla Renake 16 balls 29 in the last game, and she's picked up the man of the match for wonderful performance, not just with the bat but also with the ball the other day. Kyla Renake, she also picked up 4 overs 1 for 13, and here Malaba, coming back to this game, has gone in for the review. She thinks that Sandhu has been trapped in front of the wicket. The umpire feels otherwise, and they are challenging his decision, and they are taking it upstairs here. The third umpire today is Nimali Pereira, and she would be under the scanner now. The ball was bowled with the angle, flighted through the air, and pitching on middle. And was it going away with the angle towards the leg side? Definitely looks like it was going down the leg. Let's see what we have in stake. To all the listeners out here, welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. We are here covering the women's game between South Africa and Pakistan. Cover live from Benoni here. The second T20I International. Pakistan trailing by 1-0 in this series. South Africa winning the first game by just a whisker off the last ball, as Renanaike hit a 6 off the last ball. This time the replay show that the ball will definitely be missing the stumps there, and that will be a dot ball. That is a review lost, but nevertheless a wonderful ball there for Malaba. She's bowled 1.4 overs 1 for 9, and this is going to be a 14-over game. Just reminding to all our fans out there, Malaba this time running in, angles it into the batter, and Fatima, beg your pardon, Ria's just getting some batter into it. The ball going towards the short fine leg fielder there. That'll just be a dot ball. Well, I know it's pretty late out here in India. I'm not sure if anyone's keen to watch this game or follow my stream here. So if you're here, please drop in your comments so that that'll help us know that you're watching our streaming here, and that will motivate us to continue this streaming here. And 78 for 7 after 11 overs with 3 overs to come. That's the story out there in the middle. Nashra Sandhu and Ali Arias out there in the middle. The complete mess up of the batting order for Pakistan today. They extremely struggle to put any score on board. That's the score out there. Beg your pardon. That's the team out there, and so here we go. Riaz running in, or Declerk running in. Beg your pardon, and that's a high full toss, and he's pulled it towards the deep square leg region for one run there. Will it be a no ball? And absolutely, that was definitely over the waist, and that will be a no ball there. That will be a free hit for Pakistan, and she would have to re-bowl that once again. Ali Arias and Nashru Sandhu. Well, D Clerk wiping the dew off the ball, or the ball's wet, and this time a wonderful ball for the free hit here. A Yorker length delivery, and she's managed to drive it along the ground towards the long on region for a single here. Nothing more than a single here, and Nashra Sandhu will be back on strike now. Ali Arias failing to capitalize on the free hit there. 81 for 7 after 11.1 overs. To all the listeners who joined us, thank you for joining in this late, and thank you for supporting Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist, bringing you the live coverage from Benoni here. The second T20I international between South Africa and Pakistan. The first game went in South Africa's way, especially the match going off the last ball after Fatima Sana playing a wonderful knock, a captain's knock, and setting up a total of 180, and South Africa playing wonderfully with Woolward, and then Renakes giving that final onslaught, especially winning the game of the last ball, deserving the player of the match the other day. This time, wonderfully bowled, a slower one by De Klerk, and the ball's been hit right off De Klerk, and the batters quickly scampering for a quick single there. Can Pakistan get to 100 in 100 year? 110 or 120 or something above 110 would be a decent score, especially given that this is a 14 over game. This should be a tough asking given that it's a 14 over game. So let's see how things go. And this time De Klerk running in, and this time a low dipping full toss, and she has hit it straight towards the cover region, and Laura Woolward comfortably fielding it there. A lot of fans in the house at Benoni in Benoni today. This is a pretty small ground with the capacity being around 20,000, but definitely a lot of people turning out in numbers to support the women cricketers today. This time, wonderful ball. It was a full length delivery, almost an Yorker, but she's managed to squeeze it, and she drives it past the mid-off fielder there, diving up in from the mid-off fielder. The ball races into the boundary. That'll be 4 more runs for Riaz here. She is playing a wonderful knock, 16 of 16, a runnable knock. Nevertheless, she stood there in the middle while the others departed, and that's a beautiful drive past the diving fielder at the mid-off region, and she picks up a boundary for herself and Pakistan. Earlier, we are 16 runs of 16 balls there. There you go. And so that's the scenario out there. It's a 14 over game after 12 overs, 90 for 7 Pakistan. So that's the story out there. 90 for 7 after 12 overs. 2 more overs to come. How much more can the Pakistan women get here? A win for South Africa will seal the series for them. It will secure the series. They will go on to win the series today if they get on a win tonight. Let's see how the things go here. Pakistan currently 90 for 2, 90 for 7 after 17, after 12 overs, and 2 more overs to come. Kaka, who has bowled wonderfully, 1 for 7 off her first over, is back into the attack, and she's bowled wonderfully there. No run there. That will be a dot ball. 90 for 7 after 12.1. Kaka now running in to bowl to Sandhu here. Nashru Sandhu. And she tucks it away towards the deep square leg region, and the batters will be interested to come back for second. No, they decide to settle for just one run there. And 10 more balls to go. Can Pakistan cross the 105 mark? That would be a good score, especially given that this is a 14 over game. Let's see how the things goes. To all the viewers who have joined us on Sports Beyond Cancer, let us know your thoughts on who is going to win this game today. Will this score be enough? What do you think? What do you reckon about the score today? This time, Kaka running in. She's bowled wonderfully in his first over this time, and that's an unlucky way to get her. Kaka cleaning up the batter there. She's bowled the batter there. She's bowled Alia Riaz will have to depart there. She's been bowled for 20 of 18 balls. She backed away towards the leg stump and tried to make room for herself, but Kaka following the batter there, not trying to give her any space or any room there, and she cramping her for space, and the ball hitting the pads and crashing into the leg stump there. She would have to depart, and Kaka is elated there to pick up the wicket of early Arias, who batted who stayed out in the middle there for a long time. 20 runs of 18 balls there for Ali Arias. She will have to depart, and she would believe that 14 or 15 more runs in this score line would be a decent score for Pakistan to defend, given that this is a 14 over game, courtesy a rain curtailed match. And so that's the end of Ali Arias, bowled by Ayabonga Kaka. 91 for 8 there today, and they're currently going at a strike rate of 7.28, which is pretty decent. Not a bad score, but definitely they would like to get somewhere close to 105, 110. Well, 9 more balls to go. How many more can Pakistan get? Hamna Bilal is out there in the middle. The right-handed batter is out there in the middle. The right-arm fast bowler is out there in the middle for Pakistan. This time a full-length delivery, and she sweeps it down the ground towards the long-on fielder there, and De Klerk quickly releasing the back to the bowler there. Well, sad story once again for all the cricketing fans across the globe. A little showers falling out there at Benoni. The rain's back once again. Will this game be once again affected due to the game? Will this game be abandoned? It's concerning for the fans here. This time she sweeps it towards the deep mid-wicket region, and that'll just be one run there. Nashra Sandhu, beg your pardon. So to all those listeners who are listening to Sports Beyond Cancer, this is Saurabh Vittlamurthy, a sports journalist, a former sports journalist, now currently covering sports from the desk from the past few days, as I entered remission after battling my 5th cancer for the past 2.5 years. So I have started to cover sports from my desk. And to all those people who are new on this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This again, Kaka, she breaks the stumps goes for cartwheeling here. She's crashed into the stumps. That's a clean wonderful ball there, full length delivery, angling into the stumps, and Bilal going in for the wild swipe across the leg stump and towards the leg side, and she's been cleaned up there. The rain's now starting to get heavy there. That was a poor shot selection there. Goes across the line. The ball was angled into the batter, just pitching before the point of contact, and she's cleaned her up there. 93 for 9 after 13. One more over to go. How many more can Pakistan get here? So this is, as I was saying, so because of my fight with 5th cancer for the last 2.5 years, I was sidelined earlier. I used to cover games from New Zealand. Earlier I used to cover games in India, and I was also a part of the Tokyo Olympics, covering and reporting and stuff. And now I'm, because of cancer, the last 2.5 years was bedridden. But now that I've entered remission, I've taken this liberty to start something new on YouTube, and this is something new to me. So please show in your support to follow my sporting journey, to follow my passion for sports journalism. Here we don't do any cringe content. We just do pure cricket commentary, pure sports commentary. We're bringing you all the sporting actions across the globe of different verticals: tennis, soccer, cricket, basketball. We'll be trying to inculcate everything into this atmosphere, into the environment here. Malabai into a third dot ball to start off with proceedings, and this time a little bit short, and she rocks back and hits it straight to the fielder in the cover region. That'll be another dot ball. Pakistan 1 wicket to go, and they have 4 more balls in this innings. It's a 14-over game, and it's slowly pouring there. This time, short length delivery, and she tries to pull the ball, and the ball is in the air, and the ball goes towards the short third fine leg fielder there. One bounce towards the fielder, but the batters have time to come back for 1 run there. But has there been an overthrow? They come back for the second run. Poor cricket there. I think there's been an overthrow. That was just 1 run, and there's been a poor throw, and they come back for 2 runs there. 95 for 9. Malabar now bowling it, angling it, straying down the leg. Good keeping there from the wicket keeper. That will definitely be an avoid there. The umpire flexing her arms there. She will have to re-bowl the ball once again here. Malabar running in. Once again, straying down the line. That will be another wide there. Poor cricket here, especially in the last over. The Pakistan will take those extras into their stride. They will inch to get closer to the 100-run mark. They will inch to get closer to the 105 mark there. 3 more balls to go, and this time she tries to hit it across the line, and only 1 run. She managed to hit it towards the long on fielder there. Just 1 run there for the batter. Sadia Iqbal, she's on strike now. She is the last woman batter in for Pakistan out there in the middle. A change of field. The offside being strengthened out there for Sadia Iqbal. This time a little bit short of a length delivery, and Iqbal tries to cut it, and unfortunately the ball can't go past the point fielder there. That'll just be a dot ball there. And last ball of the innings coming up here. 98 for 9. Can they get to the magical number of 100 runs here? Malabar 2.5 overs, 1 for 14. She has bowled beautifully today. She's given it a lot of drift, lot of turn. This time a flighted delivery, and she goes in the air, and that will be and she's managed to save the ball. The fielder at the deep mid-wicket region pulls the ball within the ropes. That was going towards the boundary, and Pakistan gets 2 runs here, and with the 2 runs they have managed to score 100 runs here. 100 for 9. That is the score that Pakistan have reached off the quota of 14 overs, and South Africa will be requiring 101 runs to win this game. That's the scenario out there in the middle from the Benoni here, from the Willowmoore Park here in South Africa. The second T20I international, and Pakistan trailing by 1-0 here in this series, with the South Africa winning the first game from close margins. Fatima Sana playing a gem of a knock the other day, single-handedly scoring 90 and taking Pakistan to 180, setting a target of 181 or something around for South Africa. And then South Africa winning the game of the last ball with Kyla Reineke winning it off the last ball for South Africa the other day. So that's the scenario out there. South Africa would require 101 runs to win from 84 balls at 7.21 runs per over. This is going to be a good contest because of the rain that has been falling since the start of the game, and that's the courtesy reason behind the game being reduced to 14 overs. So let's go see how the things go ahead for Pakistan as well as South Africa. So Pakistan will be eager to get a win tonight. That will keep them in the hunt in this series. A loss for them tonight will mean that South Africa take away the series 2-0 with 1 game in hand. So let's see how things go for earlier. South Africa winning the toss, putting Pakistan into bat, and they were completely brutal, especially in the start of the game. So let's have a look at the scorecard here. So this is the scorecard here, and Ali Arias, the only batter to cross the 20-run mark there, and Muniba Ali scoring 12 runs of 12 balls there in the top, and Gul Firoza falling for 4 runs there, and Masabada Class bowling wonderfully today. 2 overs, 7 dot balls, 14 runs, 2 wickets with an economy of 7 runs. She picked up 2 wickets in the same over with the wicket of Gul Feroz and even sending back Ayman Fatima for a duck off a second ball. Fatima Sana, who played so well the other night, other day, was could only managed 9 runs on the board, and Ali Arias playing a cameo of 20 runs from 18 balls, which included 3 boundaries, was cleaned up by Kaka there, and that's the story out there for Pakistan. Batters, and coming to the bowling lineup, Masabata class wonderful 2 for 14, and Kaka there bowling beautifully, 2 overs, 3 for 10 in the end, and Kaila Neke picking 1 for 16, and Nadindi Clark 2 overs, none for 17, and that's 100 runs on the board for Pakistan in this all crucial encounter, the second T20I international of the Pakistan tour of South Africa, coming in live from Benoni, the Willowmoore Park. I hope you all are enjoying the live cricket here, and I hope you all are enjoying the stream, and I hope you should definitely have hit the subscribe button, and you have definitely hit the like button, and please throw in a comment. Do you think Pakistan will level the series today, or will South Africa take the series home tonight? So let us know in the comments box. We are eager to have a chat there, and after the end of beg your pardon. After the end of the first innings, the 14-over game today. For all the viewers who just joined us, this is a 14-over game, and we'll be just playing. And the game's been curtailed due to the extensive showers that have been pouring throughout a long time. Even now, there's a light shower out there in the ground as Pakistan were batting in that last 14th and 13th over. But the game will definitely continue here. The rain seems to have stopped here. This will be tough conditions to bat under the circumstances, but let's see how things go ahead. We'll be back soon with the chase. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please don't forget to hit the like button. We'll be bringing a lot of sporting action on this channel, and a 101 run target. We'll be pretty soon back with the chase here. Well, welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Sarah Whittlemurthy here, and we are here coming in from Benoni at the Willowmoore Park here for the second T20I international between South Africa and Pakistan in this T20I international series. South Africa already won up in this series. A wonderful first T20I international. Fatima Sana, incredible in the first game, and then they losing the game by a whisker in the end the other day, and today. Uh, the second game of the tournament, and South Africa will be chasing 101 the target. But this is a reduced over game, a rain reduced game. This is a 14 over game and 101 or 14 overs. This could be an interesting chase, especially with rain being a consistent factor throughout the day. This could be a tricky chase here. Can Pakistan get in some early wickets and put some trouble back onto the opposition camp, especially on the home nation here? So let's see how things grows. We'll be covering this action live from Willowmoore Park out here in Benoni. I hope you all are enjoying this telecast, and I hope you all are doing good, and I hope you hit the subscribe button and showing your support for our fight against cancer, for our cause against cancer, for our passion, and for also the love and support of the game, because we are trying to build a sporting community here. This time Fatima Sana starts off the inning. Poor start for Pakistan, straying down the leg, and that's been given as leg bias as the ball glides towards the boundary fence, towards the deep fine leg region. The poor start there for a Fatima Sana and Pakistan. 4 runs gifted away, all for nothing. And that will be 4 runs on the board for Pakistan. Sunny Lewis and Tasmin Bits, the opening batters out there for South Africa. Sunny Lewis on strike, yet to get off the mark. This time, short pitch delivery outside the off stump. She tries to cut it, but she's hit it straight towards the fielder there in the cover point region. That'll be a dot ball. The batters yet to get off the mark, and Fatima Sana, who played a wonderful knock in the last game, 90 runs, and she'll be a key parameter for per player for Pakistan going ahead in this women's cricket journey, and she'll be a story that the Pakistan women's will definitely cherish all around. And what a knock the other night, a night to remember. Unfortunate to lose the game by a whisker there, and this time wonderfully bowled, and she's managed to squeeze it towards the mid-off region. That'll just be a dot ball there. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button here. Thank you, folks, for joining in. Every single subscription means a lot to us in this fight against cancer, and we are fighting to continue our passion for sports journalism. Once a journalist in New Zealand, and now last 3 years I've been bedridden due to the treatments here in India. So please don't forget to hit the subscription button and showing the support, so that it gives us a motivation to wake up every single day, so that it gives us the hope to wake up every single day, come back more stronger, come back with more eagerness, and come back with more passion to follow what we love doing, which is covering sports and talking about sports. And this is all possible because of you people. YouTube is something new to me, so I'm on the learning curve. So please be kind and hit the subscribe button and subscribe, and forgive me if I'm doing something wrong in regards to bringing out content in the more better way. I'm definitely a work in progress, just working on the tools we have at our disposal. Will definitely be there someday. This time balls it outside the off stump, and the ball was an outswinger, swinging away from the batter there, and a big drive coming in from Lewis, completely missing the line and length of the ball. She's trying to drive it through a little bit hard, completely missing the line and length of the ball there. 0.5 overs and 4 runs for no loss. The target 101. A 14 over chase. This is going to be a 14 over game. This due to a rain inflected game here. This time Fatima Sana once again pits it short outside the off stump that was meant to be cut. Once again Soon Lewis failing to time the ball, hits it straight towards the bowler, towards the cover point fielder there. And after the end of the first over, it'll just be 4 for no loss. 4 runs coming off a leg by there, and 4 for no loss. South Africa en route the chase as they chase 101 against Pakistan in the second T20I international in Benoni at the Willowmoore Park here. To all the listeners, hope you're doing good. I'm not sure where you're listening from, so please drop in your comment. Please drop in a chat. Do you think South Africa is gonna win the game, or please let us know from here. Also, do let us know along with the chat that where are you listening this game from. I'm currently covering this game from India. So what about you guys? Where are you listening in? And this is our 12:42 a.m. in the night, and we are covering this sporting spectacle, women's cricket, and here happening here in South Africa, Pakistan tour of South Africa, the second T20I. This is going to be a crucial game. South Africa leading ahead 1-0 in this tournament, and a victory here for South Africa will seal the series. But can Pakistan level the series here? This time, Bilal into the attack, wonderfully bowled, angling into the batter here, Hamna Bilal, and she's tucked it away towards the mid-wicket fielder there, and that'll just be a dot ball. Tasmin Brutz. She's a wonderful player. She's known to play big shots, especially during the power play. And let's see what she can make today. This has been a tricky wicket to bat on, just like you saw in the Pakistan's innings. And this time, Bilal running into ball to Brits. And Tasmin Brits, a lot of width there. Wonderful back foot punch there. Elegant as ever. Tasmin Brits, class written all over. She rocks back and punches it along the ground through the covers and teasing the fielders till the end, and the ball races away into the boundary fence. 4 runs there. What a wonderful shot there. The ball was angled into the batter, and Tasmin Brits jumping and rocking back on the back foot and punching it off the back foot. Beautiful delight. A wonderful sight for any cricketing fan to watch that shot. And it goes through the fielder, between two fielders, perfectly dissecting them and teasing them till the end, and the ball eventually winning in the end. 4 runs there. This time angling down the leg, and Tasmin Brits taps it towards the deep square leg region. She was interested to come back for the second run, but rightfully denied by Soon Loose there. A good call there from Soon Loose. There was no second run there. That'll just be 1 run. 9 for no loss after 1.4. That's the scenario out there in the middle. Well, to all the listeners who just joined us, this is Saurav Vitlamurthy, a former sports journalist, now covering sports from his home, from the comfort of his desk. But I'm definitely cutted, because this time I'm not on the ground, but doing it virtually, because I used to cover the games from the ground, but due to my 5th battle with cancer, which lasted for 2.5 years, and I couldn't go anywhere, I was bedridden, and now because I've completely out of it, and now that I'm entering remission and the plastic surgery phase, so I have the liberty to at least cover it online via YouTube, and YouTube was something new to me, so I'm just on the learning curve, not in regards to sports journalism, but in regards to using the tools of YouTube, in regards to using the tools of streaming. So I could make mistakes on those lines. This time angled into the batter there, and she's hit it wonderfully. She's driven it wonderfully loose there, and the ball going away towards the boundary there. That'll be 4 runs there. Beautiful shot by the batter, Soon Loose. It was angled into the batter. She moves across towards the offside and wonderfully plays the on drive, and the ball goes above the fielder in the mid-on region. Beg your pardon. The ball's sailing over the fielder there in the mid-on region, and that'll be 4 runs there. Once again angled into the batter outside the off stump, and she punches it towards the cover fielder there. That'll be a dot ball. So that's been my story. So I'm not new to sports journalism. I've covered a lot of leagues. I've covered the Tokyo Olympics. I've covered a lot of IPL and stuff, but covering it through YouTube, covering it through streaming is pretty new to me. I'm pretty new to the tools of the computer and the tools of this internet streaming and the camera and how you operate the OBS and stuff. So just on the learning curve. We'll definitely make it there, but please drop in your support. And it's a straight drive this time, and one more boundary for loose of the over. It was a full length delivery, and she's driven it straight past the bowler, and the ball rolling away towards the long on fence for 4 runs there. Beautiful shot there by the batter, Soon Loose there. And Pakistan 17 for no loss after 2, and the required run rate just 8.5 now. So please drop in your subscribe. Please click the subscribe button, because that will mean us a lot in this journey. We are aiming to reach 500, because when we reach 500, I've decided that that is the moment I will decide I'm going to continue this long term, more probably for a year and a half when I go through my remission phase, when I go through my plastic surgeries, because that will keep me motivated to stay with a hope. Because sports has always been my hope, sports has always been my lifeline, especially during all those five cancers, and that has kept me alive. And I definitely believe nothing else could have kept me alive. This time, a full length delivery from Sana, and Tasmin Bridge is early onto it. She plays a wonderful straight drive past the bowler, past the mid off fielder, and it goes like a tracer bullet into the boundary fence. There, 4 runs. There, wonderful start for South Africa in this chase. They are taking the game on. They are taking the challenge on the Pakistan bowlers. Hit straight past Fatima Sana there. And no chance for Fatima Sana. She tried to stop the ball with her legs. The ball was hit absolutely with extreme power straight along the ground. Trasmin Bruts, beautiful stroke play there. A wonderful delight for any cricketing fan to watch it there. This time banks it in shot. She tries to pull it, drags it down towards the mid-on fielder there. Wanted to play between the long on and the mid-wicket fielder, but ends up dragging it towards the long on fielder there. 21 for no loss after 2.2 overs. It's a 14-over game. Just reminding you folks, time and time again, it's a 14-over game. It's a rain-inflected game, so it has been reduced to 14 overs. 21 for no loss. The target 101. The required run rate 8.5. Once again, this time banks in short. Fatima Sana, she goes for the pull here. And will this be a boundary? And the fielder from the deep mid-wicket region cuts it off. And the batters comfortably coming back for 2 runs here. So that's the reason behind my story. That's the reason behind the name of the channel, Sports Beyond Cancer. 5 battles of cancer at the age of 33. Extremely unlucky, because I was passionately into sports journalism, covering the Tokyo Olympics and other leagues in the world, especially in New Zealand and in India. And because of the 5th cancer, I was bedridden for 2.5 years, and now I'm back doing this virtually because I can now get up and talk and spend some time, invest some time, do some homework before I come in here to talk something to you. And that's been a liberty, and that's been a blessing in disguise, especially despite the 5 cancers. I would not blame the universe, and this has been the universe way of showing me back into life, because I kept my hope alive towards the sports and sports journalism. And so that's been the story so far. So please don't forget to hit the subscription button. We are learning to use the YouTube and its platforms. We will definitely grow along the way. We will build a sporting community. We will build a sports journalism community where we talk only about sports in the most positive ways as possible. Not any cringe content. We're not going to mock any players. We're not going to create memes on any players. We're not going to talk derogatory words about any players. We are just going to talk about pure sports, professional sports journalism, because we celebrate sports, we respect the athletes, and we definitely don't want to mock them. So saying that, please hit the subscription button. And this time wide outside the off stump, and she has driven it towards the cover point region. That will be a dot ball. 3 overs done. Beg your pardon, 1 more ball to come. South African women will be keen to get off a win and seal the series here today at the Benoni from the Willowmoore Park here. This time she's running into ball to Sun Lewis. Just tries to go for the scoop here, and she's completely missed the ball. A premeditated shot. She wanted to scoop the ball over the keeper, over the fine leg, but that has been called a no ball. Has the ball gone above her head? Okay, that's an extra bouncer for the over there, and the leg umpire signaling no ball there, and that will be a free hit to Sunny Lewis there. That was a no ball there, so Fatima Sana will have to re-ball that once again, and that will be a free hit. Can Sun Lewis maximize on this delivery? Can she make use of this free hit? An opportunity on the offer here for Sun Lewis here. Can she go big here? Let's see what happens. Fatima Sana running into ball to Sun Lewis here. This time a slower ball outside the off stump. It was in the hitting arc. She goes for a big shot, and the ball is in the air, and it's been dropped by the fielder there in the cover region. It wouldn't have mattered there. That was a free hit there, and the batters will cross over for a single, and Sun and Luz will keep the strike. 26 for no loss after 3 overs. The current run rate 8.67, and the required run rate dropping to 6 and 6.82, just over 6.5 there. This should be an easy chase for the likes of South Africa, especially with the batting lineup that's yet to follow. Let's have a look at the batting lineup as you can see on your screen here. What a wonderful batting order these women have. Sun Lewis, Laura Woolward, the captain leading from the front. Van Niekerk, Madison Cap, the all-rounder, Nadine de Klerk, who's been impressive throughout the WPL too, and then Kyla Reneke. What a star she was, especially in the last game. The youngster, the way she won the game for South Africa in the first T20I, taking the game to the last ball and then winning the game. What a wonderful stuff there. And Sinola Jafta, the wicketkeeper, a long batting lineup for South Africa here against Pakistan in this T20 international game, the second T20 international game of this Pakistan Tour of South Africa T20 series. Iqbal has been thrown in the ball here. Sadia Iqbal, and a wonderfully flighted ball, but Sunlis driving the ball towards the extra cover region. 4 runs there for the batter. The wonderful shot, and the fans in the stands are extremely happy. They are delighted to see a beautiful stroke come from the blade of one of the superstars. A well-flighted delivery, pitching and angling away from the batter, but Sunlos getting low, keeping her head low, maintaining her balance and driving it through the line of the ball, and the ball going past the cover region, cover fielder and the mid of field there. 4 runs for Sun Liu. A wonderful shot that will definitely do a word of good for her confidence there. 13 of 13 loose. Sadia Iqbal running in, and this time I think she's trapped in front of the wicket there, and the umpire will raise the finger there. Sadia Iqbal picking up the wicket of loose. She tried to shuffle across the off stump and then goes for the sweep shot, completely missing the line and the length of the ball, and she has been hit on the pads, and the umpire has given out there, but Sun Lu's going in for the review here. I definitely I'm not sure why she has gone for the review. It definitely looked like that was crashing into the middle stump to my naked eye, but you never know, did she get an inside edge or was it drifting away down the leg? But to my naked eye, in the normal pace, in the normal replay, without the slow motion, it looked plumb to me, and I think it was going along with the arm there, straight hitting towards the middle stump there, or the off stump there. Let's see. It's been sent upstairs to the third umpire there. What does Miss Pereira, I beg your pardon, I forgot the name of the third umpire, Nimali Pereira, reckon of this? It was a wonderfully flighted delivery, angling into the batter. She came across and tries to go for the big sweep shot, completely early into the shot, and the ball crashing onto her thighs there. The on-field umpire's decision is out. Let's see what the third umpire has to say. Nimali Pereira is under the scanner there, and she will be taking the call for this review here. The second T20I international from the Pakistan Women's Tour of South Africa. Pakistan trailing by 1-0 in this series, and they are 30 for 1 here, but will the wicket decision be revoked here by the third umpire? We are still waiting for the decision here. 30 for 1 after 3.1 overs of 40, 30 for 1 after 3.1, chasing a target of 101 in 14 overs. Laura Woolworth has already made her presence at the edge of the fence there. She's ready to walk in here, just waiting for the decision here from the third umpire here. And let's see, I definitely reckon it was hitting the pads too, especially as I saw in the naked eye. And this time we are waiting for the slow replay here, and let us see, did she get a bat on it? The ultra edge saying that there was no bat on the no contact on the bat from the ball there, so that's clearly missing the bat there. Only the impact could be just outside the off stump. That could probably save her. But the on-field umpire's decision has been given out, so let's see how things go ahead now. The original decision's been out. It's pitching outside the off stump and impact in line. And as you can see, it's crashing into the stumps. As I told you earlier, a review unnecessarily burned out in haste there by South African openers there. A poor decision to take the review that was clearly crashing into the stumps. The umpire has a smile there on her face as her decision is withheld there. And Sunloos has to depart now. 13 runs, the unlucky 13 number, and Sunloos will have to make away dismiss for 13 runs of 14 balls with a strike rate of 92.19, and South Africa requiring 71 of 64 balls. To all the listeners who joined in today, just reminding you that this is a rain inflicted game and this is going to be a 14 over contest. So Pakistan making 100 for 9 in 14 overs, and South Africa will require 101 of the quota of 14 overs. So to all those who joined in, please drop in your comment. Who are you rooting for today? Do you think South Africa will level the series, or do you think Pakistan? Beg your pardon. Do you think Pakistan will level the series, or do you think South Africa is gonna take the series home tonight? So please drop in your comment there. So Laura Woolward, the South African skipper, the wonderful batter, is out there in the middle there for South Africa. She's yet to face the ball. Wonderfully ball there, angling into the ball there. The ball stopping on Laura Woolward, and she taps it gently and defends it for no run there. This time in the air, can she be out there? Diving effort there. That would have been a big moment in the game there. The ball climbing on Laura Woolward. It was angled into the batter there, and the ball kept climbing on her, and it flew off the bat, and it was in the air for quite some time. And the fielder in the mid-on region was interested for a moment there. She tried to go off the back foot and tried to hit it towards the mid-wicket region. The ball flying in the air, and that's been dropped. I mean, she managed to get to the ball there. The ball was in the air and she managed to put in a dive, but unfortunately fails to hold on to it. That is a big moment here. Dropped Laura Woolward, dropped for 0 runs here. That would have been an interesting phase in this game. That would have put some pressure back on the South African camp there. Laura Woolward, she is a key batter for South Africa, and she has been dropped there. A full-fledged drive there from the fielder coming in from the mid-on region, and she's put a catch, dropped a catch, and Laura Woolward gets a reprieve here. She stays on. She would have been gone for a duck here. It would have been a double wicket over for Iqbal, but unfortunately a dropped catch, and that could be a change of fortunes. Catches win you matches, and a big wicket like Laura, you don't drop those catches. But nevertheless, this time she tucks it away towards the fielder, the deep square leg region, and that will be the end of the over, and Laura will keep the strike. South Africa 33 for 1 after 4 overs as they chase 101 of the quota of 14 overs. 68 required of 60 balls. That's the simple equation out there. To all the listeners out there, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and please don't forget to look at our journey, the 5 cancer battles, especially on the Instagram profile that's mentioned on the left, top left, because we have been constantly receiving messages and feedback from the listeners to let us know about the cancer journey, and I just don't want to keep repeating those stuff. Especially I'm not comfortable talking about those journeys. I'm definitely going to talk about it someday, but until then you can feel free to follow me on my personal Insta ID, which is mentioned on the top left, and there you can get all the insights about my journey, my battles, and the phases I've been through, and my journey into sports journalism and stuff. So everything is out there. So please hit the subscription button. And thank you for tuning in to the second T20I International in this tour, Pakistan tour of South Africa. And we are covering the game live from Benoni, the Willowmoore Park here. This time, Sando into the attack for the first time in the innings. Wonderfully bowled, well drifted into the batter, and Laura calmly taps it towards the mid of range, and they're happy to rotate the strike here. The required run rate, just 6.81 at this stage. That should be a comfortable chase for South Africa, given the number of batters they have at the disposal in this, in this tour here, in the playing 11 especially. Forget the tour, especially the playing 11 today here. 34 for 1 after 4.1 overs. That's the story out there. And Sandhu, Nashra Sandhu bowling in, and Tasmin Brits trying to step out, but wonderfully bowled there. And she had to change the length, and Tasmin Brits had to alter her shot, and she taps it just towards the right of the bowler there. That'll just be a dot ball there. Pakistan will be eager to get a couple of more wickets to put back South Africa under pressure. This time a half tracker there, but Tasmin Brits rocks back and she pulls it towards the long on fielder for a single there. 35 for 1 after 4.3. This is going to be an interesting game. Can South Africa get one more wicket here? A drop chance of Laura Woolward. That could be extremely costly. You don't drop catches, especially those batters of the caliber of Laura Woolward. And here she is out there still in the middle. She will be a key factor, especially in this sort of wicket, especially after the rains that has inflicted this game. This time beautifully bowled, pitching and going away from the batter there, and she goes for the cut there. Beautifully fielded there by the fielder in the point region, but a poor throw there. The batters were in trouble there. They had to scamper. They were going in for the run. Wonderfully fielded there in the point region, but unable to throw the ball back to the bowler there. Back to the keeper properly there. Wide throw there. That could probably have saved Tasmin Brits there. A risky win there. The batters completely in no place to take that single there. This time Tasmin Brits goes for the reverse sweep, and all she can manage is to get some bat as the ball trickles down towards the cover point fielder, and that'll be just one run there. Well, the rain getting extremely heavy now. 37 for 1 from 4.5 overs of 14 over of 4.5 overs in this 14 over game. The rain's completely pouring down here. Will the umpires go off the field here? This time onto the pads, and Laura Woolward tries to trickle it down the leg, and it hits the pad, and that'll go down towards the short to fine leg fielder, and that'll be a dot ball. The rain pouring in heavily. Will the umpires go back? Will they stop play here? So after the end of the 5 overs, 37 for 1, South Africa women here at Benoni at the Willowmoore Park here. The first game was interesting too. I hope you all watched that first game. I mean, that was one of the interesting games which I witnessed in the Women's T20I Internationals. Wonderful effort there from Fatima Sana to put up a fight. What a character, Fatima Sana. Such resilience showed the other day. They were 65 or 64 for 6, I'm not sure. And then she comes in and smashes 90 runs of 41 balls. I mean, pretty disappointed to miss out on the 100 there, because she didn't have any balls and she had to depart of the last ball of the innings. I mean, she played a beautiful knock the other day, Fatima Sana, 90 runs, and she set the stage for a target of 181 for South Africa, and South Africa somehow managing to win it by a whisker. This time flighted outside the off stump, and Laura tries to hit it through the covers, only managing to hit it through to the cover region. That'll just be a dot ball. 34 for 1, and the power play is done after 4.1 overs. That's the comparison there. South Africa scoring 34 for 1 in their power play here. Iqbal once again, who's bowled wonderfully, flighted in the air, and it was angled into the batter. Laura going for the sweep shot, and she has hit it wide of long on there. The batter's having time to come only for a single there. No chance for second run there. That'll be just one run on the offer for Laura Woolward and South Africa there. Well, the rain's pouring down there. When will the umpires take the tough call? This time Brits comes down the wicket, and she yorks herself, and she squeezes it towards the long on region. The rain pouring down heavily, but South Africa have gone par the DLS score. The DLS par score at this stage is 38 runs, and South Africa at 40 for 1, so they should be pretty safe, just in case the game gets called off at this moment, and the game gets abandoned with no chance of play to continue because it seems like that the rain is pouring down from the skies, and it seems to be a difficult task for the umpires to get a full game. I mean, to get even the 14 overs here. But South Africa are well above the DLS pass score by 2 or 3 runs, and that should be. This time she goes for the sweep there, going outside the off stump, and she went in for the sweep, completely missing the line of the ball. And they have appealed for an LBW here, and will they be going in for the review here? The keeper seems to be convinced, and their times run out there. They wouldn't be going in for the review. The times run out, and she was going in for the sweep shot, and she completely missing the line of the ball there. And with the end of the sixth over, South Africa 41 for 1, and the required run rate now just 7.5 now, with them requiring 60 runs of the 48 balls. To all the listeners out there, hope you have subscribe to our channel to not miss out on any content, so and also hit the bell icon button there, and please drop in a chat box. The chat box been empty since we started the stream here. That's been pretty disappointing here. Please let us know who do you think is going to win today, or let us at least know that who are you rooting for, which is the reason that you're watching this game today. So please let him know your thoughts in the comments box. We will be eager to have a conversation here. This time wonderfully bowled, pitching on the off stump and turning away from the batter there, Sandhu. And Laura happy to tuck it down towards the deep mid-wicket region for yet another single there. Laura Woodward playing sensibly. She knows that she needs to stay till the end, and she needs to be there and play the anchor's knock. She's happy to tuck around the singles, especially with the given run rate less than 7 runs an over. She's happy to do her stuff day in and day out. This time, wonderfully out a flighted ball. Brits was trying to back off, but beautifully bowled. She taps it back to the bowler there. Nothing more than that. Nashra Sandhu, she's bowled wonderfully. 1.2 overs, none for 5 runs. This time, wonderfully bowled outside the off stump, and the ball was turning away from the batter, but Brits brings in her power. She smashes it straight over the long on fielder. There's 6 runs there for Brits there, and uh, thank you, Dinesh Parker, for your message there. Thank you for your message comment there on the chat box. South Africa is going to win. Definitely. It seems like South Africa is going to win here, Dinesh. Thank you for your message and comment on this channel here. And definitely it looks positive for South Africa, especially with that 6 now coming off the blade of Trasmin Brits. She's made her intentions clear here. She wants to finish it early off here. She's coming down the track and hit it straight over the long on fielder, fetched it well outside the off stump, and she smashed it over the long on region once again, stepping down the wicket, and this time angling into the patch, and she's guided it towards the short fine leg fielder there, and the batter scamper for a quick single there. Definitely looks like South Africa is going to win today, Dinesh. They are going to seal this series tonight, especially the T20 International Series. A lucky reprieve in the first game for South Africans. The match going to the end of the game. I mean, the last ball win by a whisker there. This time short of the length delivery, and Laura, a batter of the class of Laura, was definitely not gonna miss out on that. She pulls it perfectly dissecting the field, and the ball rolls away towards the boundary in the deep mid-wicket region. 4 more runs. This has been an expensive over. 12 runs already coming off it. It was a little bit short, but Laura Woodward, a batter of the class of Laura Woodward, picks it up early and pulls it away beautifully, wonderfully dissecting the field there, and that'll be 4 runs. No one is going to stop that there. Sandhu this time wonderfully bowled, bowling it slower through the air, and tossing it up and slowing the pace of the ball, and Laura Woodward early into the shot there, and she goes for the sweep, missing the line and length of the ball, and that'll be a dot ball there. "53 for 1" after the end of 7 overs. So that's the scorecard out there for South Africa in this chase of 101 runs, and that's been the story so far. Soon Lewis is the only wicket to fall for South Africa. She was LBW by Iqbal. She had to depart for 13 runs there, and an 84 meter six by uh, Brits in the previous over. The ball was going away from her, but still she went for the straw shot. She stretched herself outside the off stump and uh, smashed the ball over the long on region. Immense power there from the South African batter. Tauba Hassan is up into the attack now. She'll be keen to get a breakthrough for Pakistan. Pakistan desperately need a breakthrough here to get into this back into this game and put up a fight. Wonderfully bowled here. Tasmin Brits once again charging down the wicket, and she yorked herself and manages to squeeze it towards the long on region, and that'll be one run there. South Africa 2 runs ahead of the DLS pass score there. All eyes are on the DLS score because the rain's been consistent over the game throughout today. But this time, wonderfully bowled, drifted, flighted in the air, and that's been cut towards the sweeper cover region. One run for Laura Woolward here. Well, please let us know in the chat box. The chat box being pretty empty tonight. Where are you watching the game from, and which team are you rooting for? And tell us the reason why you're awake this night to watch this game, because I definitely want to know which team you're rooting for. And this time, wonderfully bowled, flighted through the air, and Tasmin Brits rocks back and punches it towards the fielder in the cover region. The run rate now, required run rate slowly climbing to 7.08 here. This time comes down the wicket, a little bit short on the length, and she pulls it towards the deep mid-wicket region. Just one run there for Brits. The partnership now, a runner ball 26 out there in the middle. Slowly, they're trying to build some momentum out there in this chase. The 45 runs required in 38 balls. That's the scenario out there in the middle. Tauba Hassan into her fifth delivery. This time banks it in short, angling into the batter there, and Woolward pulling it away, and the fielder from the short square leg region is trying to trace it back, but the fielder coming in from the deep mid wicket will cut it off, and 2 easy runs for the batter there. .43 required of 37 balls. That's the equation out there. Can Tauba Hassan pick a wicket here? The last ball of a first over. Can she pick a wicket here? And this time, poor ball. A half tracker bowled, angling down the leg side, beg your pardon, and Laura Woolward swiveling her body, and she sweeps it towards the deep fine leg region. 4 runs there for the batter, and that'll be 9 runs off the over. And Laura Woolward definitely wouldn't never miss out on such an opportunity. Wonderfully placing the ball, and that'll be 9 runs coming off Tauba Hassan's first over, and South Africa slowly increasing their run rate. They have reached 7.75, and the required run rate just 6.5. South Africa required 39 in 36 balls, and Laura Woolward showing her class. She was fortunate to have been dropped when she was on 0. That would have been a different tale. The South African captain walking in, especially after the fall of Sun Lewis at 30 for 1, and immediately it could have been a different story altogether if South Africa had been reduced to 30 for 2 in this crucial game. But nevertheless, they have built a partnership now of 32. The dropped catch proving costly in there. .39 required of 36. That's the situation out there in the middle. And Nasra Sandhu is back into her third over, I guess, and this time wonderfully angles it into the batter. Tasmin Brits hit straight to the fielder in the cover region there. Beg your pardon, it's Sadia Iqbal. Beg your pardon, it's Sadia Iqbal. This time backs away towards the leg side, and the bowler cleverly trying to follow her up, and bowls it down the leg of the batter there. But Tasmin Brits clever enough to sweep it and tap it just past the short fine leg fielder there, and the batters will easily come back for 2 runs there. Tasmin Brits 28 of 22. She's been taking the charge here tonight for South Africa in this chase. How much more can Will South Pakistan be able to get a breakthrough here? That will be interesting here. This once again steps down the wicket and she manages to hit it towards the cover field there. A little bit misfield out there, and the batters have an opportunity to come back for to go to cross over for one run there. A poor throw there. That's an overthrow, but Laura Woolward declining the extra run there. She's happy with just the one run there. She doesn't want any wickets to fall out there in the middle, especially with the DLS coming into play and South Africa in a comfortable situation here. This time, Laura Woolward, a well-flighted delivery, angling into the pads there. She goes in the air. She's not all timed it. That's a poor shot. The ball is lurking in the air for a long time, and she's lucky enough because the ball falls in the no man's land there. No fielder there. The fielder coming in from the deep there was way far, and Laura Woolward didn't get any timing behind that shot there. She was in no position to play the shot this time. She tries to go across the leg stump, and in the end tries to change her shot and tries to play the reverse sweep there. Tasmin Brits completely making a mockery of herself. She's trying to be too innovative and then completely missing to get any contact on the ball. An LBW appeal there, but nothing there from the umpire, so that'll just be a dot ball. This time, angling into the batter, she goes for the big shot. Has she been taken here? I think she's been taken at the long on there. Good fielding there. Good catch there in the deep. The ball was dying on the fielder there, and that was a well lofted ball outside the off stump. Laura Tasmin Brits going for the big shot across the line, and the ball going in towards the long on fielder. The ball was dying on her, but she's managed to put in a dive and get the catch there. She's plucked the catch this time. She dropped the catch initially of Laura Woolward, but this time she takes the catch of Tasmin Brits. Tasmin Brits will have to depart. A well played knock of 29 and of 29 of 26 balls, I guess, and she will have to make way as South Africa now 66 for 2. Well. Can one wicket bring in two? Can two wickets bring in three? Is this the start of something? Is this the start of the collapse here? Can something churn out here? Can something churn out to make the game interesting? Can something churn out to bring back Pakistan in the game and take the game towards an exciting phase? Van Niekerk is out there in the middle for South Africa. 66 for 2 after for South Africa after in 9 overs, and they will be chasing a target of 101 in this rain-reduced game, a 14-over game here today. Dan Van Niekerk, 81 innings, and she scored 1,955 runs, 10 50s to her name with a best of 19 not out. And she has joined Laura out there in the middle as South Africa, 66 for 2 after 9 overs. 35 runs required of 30 balls. That's the equation, as simple as that. And Pakistan will be eager to get one more wicket. They would be hoping that one wicket brings in 2 here. Let's see how things go ahead this time. Tauba Hassan brought back into the attack for second over. She was expensive the first over, giving away 10 runs. A well-flighted delivery, and Laura is happy to tap it away towards the deep mid-wicket region and give the strike to the new batter Van Niekerk out there. Dan Van Niekerk. She's been exceptional throughout the years, and she's someone who's been wonderful, especially with the batting. The 32-year-old from Pretoria. Can she take South Africa home along with Laura here today? With this time banged it in a little bit short, beg your pardon, tossed in the air, and it was a little bit short. She rocks back and taps it towards the mid-wicket region, and the batters can easily come back for 2 runs there. Beautiful placement. She's completely gently tapped the ball in the gap, and the batters coming back for 2 runs. Well, to all the viewers, I hope you have hit the subscribe button on this channel here. That will mean the world to me. That will mean the entire hope to me, especially during this cancer battle. This time, the ball was a little bit short outside the off stump, but she tries to cut it through the infield there, but good fielding there, and the batters taking any single there. They didn't want to take the risk. It was a well-flighted delivery going away from turning away from the batter and a lot of width there. This time she tries to go for the reverse sweep there, and there's Camper for a quick single. That could have been risky if the fielder was if the fielding was extremely tight, but they easily managing to cross over for single there. Van Nyker going suddenly in for the reverse sweep, and she's only managed to hit it towards the point fielder. They crossing over for 1 run here. 70 for 2 after 9.4 overs. Can they get a wicket here? Pakistan this time. Wonderfully bowled, and the ball was angling into the batter, and she's rock backed and pulled it towards the long on fielder there. Laura Woolward playing sensibly. She just doesn't want to take any risk here. She wants to stay out there in the middle. 21 of 18 for Laura, the South African skipper there. 71 for 2. The target 101. Hassan running in a well-flighted delivery, and she goes across the off stump, and she's been trapped. That's a leg spinner, and she's been trapped. She went across the off stump, and she tried to guide the ball towards the fine leg region, but she's been trapped on the pads, and the umpire raises her finger, and Van Nyker having a word with Laura Woolward, and they deciding to take it upstairs. They deciding to take it to the third umpire, Pereira, who's the third umpire in today's game. Nimali Pereira, the third umpire in today's game, and she will be under the scanner now. A wonderfully flighted delivery as Nyker shuffled across the off stump, beyond the off stump, beg your pardon, and she was trapped on the pads as she tried to guide the ball towards the fine leg region. Pretty plumb to me in the naked eye. She was standing just in front of the middle stump, and she was hit just in front of the middle stump. That should be out there. She should be gone there. She is gone there. Well, we'll never know. It's a third umpire decision. Did she get some bat onto it? The ultra edge. No bat on that. That should be a pretty simple decision. Pitching in line, impact in line, and nothing can be more plumb than this. A poor decision. A second review that has been burnt out today by the South Africans here. Adrenaline rush there, and they instantly going in for a review. An easy decision there for the umpire. That was clearly plumb. She shuffled across the middle stump, standing on the off stump, and the ball was hit on the pads while she was covering the middle stump. Clear. Poor referral for the DRS here, and she will have to walk back now. And South Africa 71 for 3 after 10 overs. Can this be a turnaround here for Pakistan? There could be a twist in this tale here. Can something brew here? This could be an interesting contest. 30 runs of 24 balls. And can they get the wicket of Laura here? That could be deep trouble for South Africa. And can Pakistan somehow manage to get a win here so that we enter into the third game? That could be a series decider that will make the game interesting, especially the series interesting. Otherwise, this is going to be an easy win for South Africa if they Laura and Marizan Camp try to stay in the middle for the next few overs here. This time there, Laura hits it towards the cover fielder there. Poor fielding there. She's fumbled the ball. That gives the batters to come back for 2 runs there. A poor cricket. It was hit straight towards the fielder there, stationed in the cover region. She fumbles the ball, and the ball's been gone away from her, and the batters finding time to come back for 2 runs there. Crucial 2 runs for Laura to end the over. After the end of the 10th over, South Africa 71 for 3. Marizan Cap is out there in the middle. 29 of 23 balls. That's the situation out there in the middle. And beg your pardon, the misfield was just 1 run there. Beg your pardon. Nashra Sandhu was into the attack, and a misfield, just 1 run coming off it. That's the reason Marizan Cap was on strike, and she's picked up a single off her first ball at the long off region there. And after 10.2, 73 for 3. Can South Africa go big here? Can Pakistan pick the wicket of Laura here? Wonderfully bowled Sandhu, but short of a length there. You can't bowl there to Laura there. You can't bowl on any day to Laura there. She will rock back and hit the ball to the fence even in a sleep there. That was bowled shot outside the off stump. Laura rocking back and pulling the back towards the deep mid-wicket boundary there between the two fielders there, and the ball running away into the boundary fence. A beautiful, beautiful shot by Laura. She's keeping South Africa in the chase. She's keeping South Africa in the hunt. She's going in for the winner here. She's going to seal the series here. She is wanting to take South Africa 2-0 ahead in this three game series here. 26 of 20 balls. That's what Laura is on. And Nashra Sandhu will have to somehow find a way to pick a wicket here. That would make the game interesting. Wonderfully flighted ball angling into the pads. She tucks it away towards the mid-wicket region, and the batters happy to cross over for single here. 78 for 3, 10.4 overs, 23 runs required of 20 balls. A wicket or two will definitely spice up the things here in Benoni in the Willowmoore Park here. This could be an interesting contest. Can Pakistan pick up the 2 wickets? That's the reason I kept saying that the dropped catch of Laura was the key factor. I mean, she was on 0 at that moment, and if that catch had been taken, well, it would have been a different story altogether. She's holding the South African lineup here. She's the anchor here for the team, and Marizon Cap this time tries to cut it towards the point region. But a good fielding effort there, and that'll just be a dot ball. Marzan Cap all set to face Nashra Sandhu, and she drives it towards the long off region. 8 runs coming off the over. The South Africans will be definitely happy with that. And Nashra Sandhu 3 overs, none for 24. And with the end of the 11th over, 79 for 3 South Africa, and they require 22 runs in 18 balls. That's the scenario out there in the middle at the Benoni in the Willowmoore Park. Well, please drop in your comment in the chat box. Who are you rooting for today? Are you rooting for the South African women or the Pakistan women? Extremely keen to know why you're on the stream, and which team are you rooting for, and which team do you want to win tonight. So please let us know in the chat box there. Dinesh Parker there letting us know that he's supporting South Africa and he's saying South Africa is going to win. Please let him know your thoughts too. And we come to the fag end of this series of this second T20 ODI here. 22 required of 18 balls, and this could be an interesting over considering the circumstances of the game here, how the things are poised here. This could be a crucial over for both the teams. Let's see how they go ahead and how each one plays the other one, what the mindsets are. Laura Woolworth and Marizan Cap, they are out there in the middle. The senior campaigners for South Africa, they will be hoping that they take the game home here, especially with 22 required of 18. I think Toba Hassan has been brought back for her third over of the night. Toba Hassan to bowl to Marizan Camp here. Can she get a wicket here? Wonderfully flighted ball, and she rocks back and tucks it away towards the right of the fielder, towards the mid-wicket region, and the batters easily crossing over for single there. Well, thank you for your comment there. Non-Tobacco Canada 2497 letting us know that this person is rooting for South Africa today. Definitely all in for South Africa today. They are batted wonderfully, and they bowled wonderfully initially, and now they have come back and putting up a good contest here. This was a good contest, especially it would have been interesting had Laura been dismissed, had the catch been taken when she was on not. That would have made the chase extremely interesting, and that would have definitely tested the South African batting lineup, especially when Laura falls and they are suddenly 30 for 3 or 30 for 4. That would have been interesting, but nevertheless Laura survives, and she's carrying on her innings. And thank you for your comment there. 2 runs for Laura there. She hits it towards the deep mid-wicket region, and she picks up 2 runs. Once again, poor delivery. Once again, that's been her strength. Third boundary of her innings here in the similar fashion. A short of a length delivery into Laura Woolworth, and she doesn't miss out. She rocks back and she pulls it away into the boundary fence in the mid-wicket region. 4 runs there. Third time in this innings there. Pakistan not learning from the mistakes there. 3 gifts there for Laura. 12 runs of 3 balls for Laura. So once again, a short of a length delivery. This time tries to pull it, and the ball goes to the short square leg fielder, and the fielder has a shy at the bowler's end. No damage, then no run there. 15 required of 13. Crucial boundary there. That boundary would have been extremely crucial there. Tauba running in. A flighted delivery once again. Turning away from the batter. She rocks back and pulls it. This time the ball slowing down on her. The batter coming for the second run here. Quick running between the wickets, and a poor throw there. A good throw there would have been interesting, but a poor throw coming in from the deep, and Marathon Cap easily, comfortably coming back for the second. And with that, the end of the 12th over. 88 for 3, 13 runs required of 12 balls. So considering the circumstances, how costly could be that boundary there? That boundary could have been avoided if she had bowled a tight right line. 3 boundaries gifted to Laura, especially bowling that length to her, and she rocks back easily, and she's pulled 3 boundaries in the same directions of similar deliveries. Pakistan not seeming to learn and committing the mistakes time and time again, bowling 3 sort of deliveries to Laura there. South Africa now requiring just 6.5 runs and over. 13 runs to win from 12 balls. A wicket or two can make the game interesting here, or will South Africa take away the series here 2-0? Fatima Sana has been given the responsibility to bowl the penultimate over in this 14-over rain-reduced game here. It's 1:32 a.m. here in India, and we are covering the live coverage of the South Africa versus Pakistan Women's T20I International, the second T20I International from Benoni, from the Willowmoore Park, and it's shaping towards an interesting contest. 13 from 12, 17 from 12 would have been definitely more interesting, but nevertheless, let's take it. Whatever is on our stride, 13 from 12, and let's see how things go on from here. Sana running in to bowl to Marathon Cap here. A fuller length delivery, a driving length, and she drives it along the ground towards the sweeper cover, and that's been fielded comfortably, and that'll just be 1 run there. 12 runs of 11 balls. This could be the over. Can they get the wicket of Laura? Can they get a couple of wickets here? That would mean, can they get South Africa to play for 8 runs of the final over? That would be interesting. Can they get South Africa to play for 8 runs of the final over? That could be serious game in here, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for more cricketing action. This time a low full toss, and she's driven it past the bowler there, and there's a misfield out in the deep, and that should have been just a single, but the fielder out there fumbling with the ball in the long on region, and she's let the ball go past her, but fortunately puts in a dive back and stops it from going into the boundary. Just too close to the boundary there, but she somehow managed to just restrict the batters for 2 runs. An easy single there. The ball going between her legs and almost running into the boundary. She somehow managed to pull it back, and she's probably restricted it for only 2 runs there. The captain won't be happy. The coach won't be happy. This is not a good stuff, especially on the field, especially under the circumstances here. Well, the boundary being checked. I think she should be fine there. That's not a boundary. Just 2 runs on the offer, and 10 runs required of 10 balls. That's the scenario out there. Fatima Sana, can she get a wicket here? This game is shaping up wonderfully. Fatima Sana running in to bowl to Laura, who's on 37 of 27. A wonderful ball outside the off stump, and she squeezed it towards the fielder there in the sweeper cover. A little bit of fumble there from the fielder there. That a little lapse in concentration is enough for Laura and Cap as they come back for the second run there. 8 runs of 9 balls. Wonderful batting there by Laura. She's carried on the bat through the innings. 39 runs. Laura now of 28 balls. Dropped on 0. Laura, the moment she walked into the pitch there out in the middle, that could have been a double wicket over. She gave a catch, especially when the team was somewhere around 30 runs and the catch being dropped. and that gave her a reprieve, and she's carried on to play the anchoring knock for South Africa here, batting unbeaten on 40 of 29, and she is leading the team from the front. The skipper is leading the team from the front. A Yorker delivery here, and Laura managing to squeeze it towards the uh, short fine leg fielder there, and that'll just be one run there. 12.4 overs, 94 for 3. I definitely remember saying that Pakistan should have scored to 105 or 107. The last 2 or 3 overs, Pakistan couldn't score much there. They were absolutely crippled for runs there. This time a wide Yorker there, and Marizan Cap opening the face of the ball and hits it over the point fielder, and the ball goes down the backward point region. 4 runs there. The fans in the stands are happy. The flags are out. The South African flags are waving in the air. So that should be the game for South Africa. Beautiful shot there, opening the face of the bat, going down on one knee, and she guides it towards the third man region. 4 runs there from the experienced campaigner under pressure. Marathon Cap showing her class, written all over her shot. Beautiful shot, and the skipper Laura Woolward acknowledging Marathon Cap for the wonderful she's played under pressure here. The fans are happy. The boys are dancing in the stands. This is a great shot by Laura Marathon Camp here. Just 3 required of 7 now, and that should be the final nail in the coffin here. 1 hit away from a win here, and she bowls in a bouncer. Was it way too high? And the umpire will flex her arms. That is a wide ball there, and that will be 1 for the over. And just 2 runs required now for South Africa to win this game and to seal this series with a game in hand. So that should be an interesting game. The final one, the South Africans can probably rotate the squad and give a chance to the other youngsters there. Now that the series is gonna be sealed pretty soon. 2 runs required of 7 balls. Wonderfully bowled, angling into the batter. She taps it towards the long on region, and the batter's happy to take a single there. The scores are tied now. 1 run required here. 1 run of the last over. That is why I said Pakistan should have scored score around 110. That would have been an interesting contest. And the drop chance of Laura, definitely, that's been the culprit for Pakistan. Catches win you matches, and that drop chance proving extremely costly there. 40 runs coming off the blade of Laura Woolward. Had Pakistan held on to that catch, that would have been a different tale altogether. She almost had the catch into her hands, but it popped out, and Laura was just on 0 at the time she was dropped by the Pakistani fielder there. So just 1 run to win off the last over, and Marizan Cap would be on strike, and she will be eager to finish the things off for South Africa in style and get the 2-0 on board in the 3-match T20 International Series. And let's see how it goes. Or will there be yet another twist? A little bit of drama here. 1 more wicket, and then the new batter comes and finishes the game. 100 for 3 of 13. 1 run required of 6 balls. Bilal running in to bowl to Marathon Cap. She goes high in the air. Will this be taken? This could be taken here. This is the wicket here. Just like I predicted. Oh my god. Just like I predicted here. Marathon Camp. A brain fade moment here. She goes for the glory shot. Tries to hit it over the infield. And a slower ball angled into the batter. She tries to hit it over the infield on the offside, and she's been caught there in the mid-off region there. And this time a good catch, easy catch there for Riaz, who earlier dropped Laura there. Riaz was the one who dropped Laura Woolward earlier, but this time she holds on to the catch, but it's a bit too late to hold on to this catch from Cap. But nevertheless, a little bit of drama happening out there in the last over, just like I predicted. I hope you fans are enjoying this drama. I hope you fans are enjoying the prediction that we brought to you. And definitely a twist in the tail, but this should be an easy game. Just 1 run required of 5 balls, and with the likes of Nadine D. Clark in the middle. This should be a comfortable win. Just a little bit of spice in the tail. That's all, nothing more than that. Nadine D. Clark all set to face the first ball to hit the winning runs. What a way to come out in the middle and hit the winning runs. This time she squeezed it through the covers and the ball goes past the cover fielders into the boundary fence. She's walked out, played one ball, hit the winning runs, and she's hugged the skipper. What more do you want? As easy as that. Nadine D. Clark, she wins the game for South Africa. She'll be all over the highlights for hitting the winning runs, especially in the news channels. That footage will be played on the loop, especially those winning shot. Walks in, finishes the final touch, gives the final touch, hits the winning runs for South Africa, and South Africa winning this game by 6 wickets with 4 balls to spare. And with that, South Africa comfortably sealing the series. The first contest went down the wire, and this contest almost, you could call it almost went down the wire. At least it went down to the last over. So that could be that's the way we could put it in the words, that it went down to the last over. But Nadine de Klerk hitting those winning runs and South Africa managing to win the game by 7 wickets. A good contest here between bat and ball between the two teams here, especially in a rain-affected game here. The fans will be happy that the game went on despite the heavy showers that threatened to take the game away from them, but they will be happy they somehow got a game to witness the game. Even though it was a 14 over game, this was pretty exciting. 14 overs and a target of 101 to chase. They would have loved the contest here, and South Africa win the series 2-0 with the game in hand. Probably this will be a chance for South African team and the management to give exposure and experience to the youngsters in the next game, as the series has already been sealed now. Same thing with Pakistan there. They could be rotating their squad there. And so thank you there for your comment. DNA just South Africa from non-Tobacco Canada. Wonderful Steph. Congratulations on the victory of South Africa. I hope you enjoyed the victory. I hope you enjoyed the game, and I hope you enjoyed the series victory. The first game was very intense. The second game here almost going down the wire there, or at least almost going down to the last over. Thank you for your chat there. I hope you've hit the subscribe button, and I hope you share it to your friends and family, and I hope you definitely start becoming a part of our community at Sports Beyond Cancer. We'll be bringing in more sporting action to you across the globe, and thank you for all the love and support, and thank you for commenting on this video. I hope you have hit that subscription button, and please do ensure you give me a feedback on the type of commentary we do and the type of live stream we do, because here we try to pursue pure sports journalism, and I hope we did some justice to this stage. It's almost close to 2 a.m. in India, and we are stayed awake just for the love of the game, just for the love of cricket, just for the love of sport, and just for the love of sports journalism. I hope I did some justice there, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So that's the scenario out there in the middle. Let me put the scorecard there for you. And this has been the story for South Africa. Sun Liu started well, but was trapped in front of the stumps by Iqbal. Then Tasmin Brits was caught by Riaz of the bowling of Iqbal. She batted well, 29 of 25. She and Laura built a partnership out there in the middle. And then Laura Woolward dropped on 0. How crucial was that catch? Dropped on 0, goes on to make an unbeaten match-winning 40 of 29 with a strike rate of 137.93. Dan Van Niekerk fell early, just 3 runs out there in the middle, and then Marison Cap in the end, a little bit rush of blood, and she went for the glory shot, especially when 1 run was required. But she departed for 9 runs from 8 balls, and Nadine de Klerk giving that winning shot there for South Africa. And with that, South Africa women winning the game by 6 wickets and taking the series 2-0 with a match in hand, and they will definitely be eager to rotate the squad, both the teams there. That could be a good sign for the youngsters, the amount of potential and the amount of the talent to test the bench. Especially it's a good opportunity to test your bench, and the series now perfectly shaping towards giving those players an opportunity, especially the Pakistan players who have come all the way from Pakistan, and this will be a good test for the new players to play the game away from home, and that could be exciting. A lot of hopes pinned down, especially from their family members, and they will be eager to see their wards and the kids playing away from home and getting their debut or getting a chance to play in South Africa. A dream for many, and that would be a wonderful opportunity for Pakistan to test the bench in the next game. So, with that said, thank you for staying on Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy, former sports journalist, bringing you the sports coverage live from the desk of my home, courtesy due to cancer. I'm not able to go to the ground these days, and that's the reason I've been bedridden for the past 2.5 years. And I'm trying to do a decent amount of job from the liberty of from the comfort of my desk and my TV and my whatever setup I've got here, the limited resources. So I hope you enjoyed it, whatever it is. Please drop in your feedback in regards to how you enjoyed this show. You can give any sort of feedback, because if it's gonna be constructively criticized, I'm definitely gonna take the criticism in the right direction, because that will improve me as a person, that will improve me grow as a sports commentator, that will improve me to grow as a person, streamer here. So any sort of feedback will be is much appreciated, because I just want to keep growing every single day, just want to keep learning more than the growth. I just want to improvise something at least 10% from the previous day. So please drop in your comment, especially let me know what do you think of this sports stream that you saw the last 1.5 hours here in the second T20I international of South Africa versus Pakistan, and hope you enjoyed the show. Please drop in that subscribe button and please share with your friends and family. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy signing off. We will be back soon for more cricketing action. We had a wonderful day of cricket here, right from the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Zimbabwe defeating Australia by 23 runs, and UAE coming back from a losing position, especially 4 overs that changed the game. And at one stage, they were looking at 15 runs an over, and they managing to win the game courtesy 23 balls, 50 from Shoaib Khan. And then USA completely outplaying Netherlands in the last game in the MB Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. And then now at the Willowmoore Park, South Africa, winning in a rain-inflicted match, 14-over game, and managing to chase 101 with 6 wickets in hand, and they comfortably winning the game by 6 wickets. So with that said, it's been a big cricketing day for me, covering 4 games. This has been an intense day, and it's almost 2 a.m. here in India. So I will call it curtains. I will end the stream tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We will again stay connected through this platform, through many platforms. Even you can follow me on my Instagram ID, which is on the top left corner, where you can read about my story, my journey, my battles with 5 cancer there. So feel free to follow me on Instagram too. So with that said, thank you for being online on Sports Beyond Cancer. We'll be expecting you to be uh, to share a lifelong association with you and bring you more sporting content, more discussions here. So with that said, this is Saurav Vittalmurthy signing off from Sports Beyond Cancer. Have a good night, and enjoy the victory, especially those who were supporting South Africa here tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show here. Non Tobek Home Kanda 2497. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you. We will be waiting eagerly to watch you more on this channel here. A frequent commenter, frequent chat. We'll be expecting it from you. With that said, thank you, and I'm calling it off. I'm calling it day here. So we'll catch up soon again here on Sports Beyond Cancer. I hope you've hit the subscribe button. That will mean the world to us. Thank you, tata, and bye bye. Have a good night. Sleep there.